say, for you as example, when you're getting involved with politics, do you think you setting up or leading a lobbyist group could help you and help the community?
I mean, one thing that why I'm school governor, because I'm a skill support officer for the Enfield Council and the Enfield Training Services, and our remit is to provide academic and work-related destinations for people aged 16 to 24. And so I've got about a caseload of like 40 young people. Some of them who've got good grades but no prospects. Some of them with bad grades and more difficult prospects. I'm asking them, what happened in school? Oh, the teachers didn't do this, or the teachers didn't do that, or the school didn't provide this, or oh, the teachers were just this, that, and the other. So I thought, okay, then if because I'm getting them at 16, let me see what's going on in the schools, and seeing if perhaps, particularly schools like Alwood, which has been underperforming, which is not meeting the 30% benchmark of 5/8 C's GCSEs. I want to find this is a good case study for me to get a better understanding of what's going on, so then I possibly can lobby, because then I will have the facts and I will have the information at my disposal to make a proper comment and a proper judgment.
I've got a couple of questions actually. The first is just related to what you just said just now. You said that you're working with young people, and some with good prospects, bad grades and bad prospects, and good grades with bad prospects. Why would people that have come out of school with good grades, why would they have bad prospects? Does that go back to what you were saying earlier about coming from Edmonton and being under a certain level in terms of employment and what you achieve?
I tell you, I got a girl.
Why is that?
I got a girl. She came in and she had English A, Maths B, and she had several other C's and all D's. And I said, why are you not doing your A levels? And she goes, my teacher thought I was going to fail. That's what she said. They said that my teacher thought I was going to fail, and I went in there and I smacked it up. Yeah, and so like the possible alternatives that's given to them in school may not be adequate, or perhaps they're saying I want to do this, and they're saying, well, no, maybe you're more suited to this. That's probably the case. I'm saying, well, you can do whatever you want with these grades, and even the people who are so it's a matter of knowing as well. I think it's amazing that when we read something new and we have a new understanding, it's like, whoa, that opens up a new line of thinking. I think some people know that, oh yeah, it's A levels and GCSEs and things like that, but sometimes if the school doesn't go to a university as a trip and see the university life and things like that. I mean, when I went to university, I tell everyone, you need to go to university just for the sake of sleeping for 3 years. But I would say really you do. If a school goes to a university and it shows them the faculties, shows them all this, all that, they'll be like, I want to come back there. And speak to students. Where's your tutor? Where's this? I don't have a tutor. I live over there, and it's like I think it's freedom. So perhaps that's lacking. But I think some of the directions in the school, that's why as a governor, the governing board sets the strategic vision for the school. It sets the policies for the school. It sets the benchmark of where the school wants to go. So I thought, okay, I'll go there and see what it is, what kind of agendas they're setting, what kind of vision they're setting for the young people. And as I said, I think it's down to lack of aspirations. It's down to perhaps maybe they're not doing what they need to do in school, or maybe what the teachers aren't doing in school. But it is a two-way system.
Sorry to interrupt, but I've got an 11-year-old daughter myself, and she's just starting secondary school, and to me, it's putting a lot of power, into the, and responsibility into the schools, because I know that I instill certain things in my daughter, and I've been doing since she's been born. And okay, I know that children go to school and they go to school for a long time, and yes, it's a huge influence on them. But why are we putting so much power in the school's hands? Why is it not the parents' responsibilities? Why is it not the community's responsibilities? Mainly the parents, mainly the home life. To me, it kind of doesn't make
Well, I wish you were in my last meeting at Alwood. I think the minutes have been written, so I think I can talk about it now. And they're entertaining academies. They're entertaining turning it into academy. And I don't know what your knowledge is of academies, but first of all, in your first question, I would say that if you are that concerned about putting too much pressure on the school, join the governing board and take responsibility. Going back to where I was leading to, school academies are going to have carte blanche on the school. They will appoint the governors. And these academies are run by sponsors from business. And I think they bid for the contract. And some of them underbid and some of them overbid, but for them it's money coming through their business and they'll accrue interest through their bank accounts. On the matter, though, of accountability, I even asked the head of education, I said, are you comfortable? My question was, are you comfortable with the level of accountability that the academies will have to the local community? He said he was. I wasn't convinced. Because at the end of the day, they will basically push anything they need to put through. They'll have a business plan. They'll have an agenda which the government has given them license to go through until they fail or until they succeed. But the community and the parents will have little influence on the drive being put through.
So then it goes back to the home life community.
Exactly, and that being it hasn't been decided yet. The decision for them to turn into academy has not been decided yet. The governing board is responsible for that. Now, as a governor, I would like to talk to all this. I would like to talk to as many parents of Alwood as possible and say, is this the road you want to go to? Do you know? I mean, they're telling me in my governing meeting training sessions that as a governor, I make decisions on my personally. I make a decision on my judgment. Yeah, I don't have to take the judgment of the other governors. I don't even have to take the judgment of the parents. I'm not a representative of the parents. Even if you're a parent governor, you're not a representative of a parent. You're just a parent in the governing board. And as an individual, you're going to make your decisions and try and influence the board as best as you can. So in that sense, I want to talk to as many parents as possible and say, well, is this the road you want to go down to? You know the Ofsted reports, you know the level of attainment that the school's been receiving. Do you think that it should remain in the hands of the LEA, the local authority, which is accountable to the people? Or do you think it should be in the hands of the academies, which is business operated?
I would assume a lot of people here watched Question Time the other night, and basically, since I've been able to vote, I haven't voted that many times. You know, I'm guilty of that myself, and one of the reasons for that is because I guess I see politicians and parties. They say things, and they're trying to bring support in. It's a game, as you said. The way I saw Question Time the other night was, another example of that. All Nick Griffin to me is trying to do is to change the way that party looks. Giving it a softer feel. Without the racism and this, that, and the other. And that is all that I think most parties do, is just try and cover things up. What do you think about that? And also, on another note, do you think that the black vote might increase a little bit more because of the fact that the BNP is actually increased in popularity?